Huge changes are coming to Rura, Jackal, Smoke, and more. I'll be covering all these changes and the upcoming ones Ubisoft announced in their community checkpoint stream. I will have the changes on screen in text form and show this footage that they presented in the live stream, as not all the changes mentioned were coupled with footage. Beginning with the biggest winner of this patch, Rura, she is getting a myriad of changes to her Dom panel launcher. Rura will now spawn with all 4 panels available to her, whereas previously she would gain them throughout the round, similar to Azami's Kibas or Legion's Goo Mines. The range on the launcher is also increasing, from the previous 15 meters to now being 25 meters. This definitely gives Rura more freedom with where she can place her panels and keeps her much safer when using them. The biggest changes to the panels is how they interact with attackers and defenders. Starting with attackers, panels that are opened or closed by friendly operators will now deploy much faster, from the previous 3 seconds to now only being 1 second. Along with this, panels opened or closed by enemy operators will now deploy twice as slowly, from the previous 3 seconds to now being 6 entire seconds. Ubisoft stated in their stream that they wanted these panels to be more attacker-sided, and this change will definitely do just that. Changes coming to Jackal will definitely increase his vertical lethality. Jackal can now scan footprints that are on soft floors above him when they are broken, which enables Jackal to play from below with his secondary shotgun. Will this bring Jackal back into the meta? Honestly, probably not. His tracker was just gutted way too hard in the previous nerfs. 2 more small changes coming to the attacker side, including one nerf, are for Glaz and Grim. Glaz's gadget allows him to see through smokes periodically when not moving. This vision duration has a built-in timer which starts counting down if you move when looking through a smoke. Previously, this timer was capped at 12 seconds, and it is now being increased to 15 seconds. If you didn't understand the lengthy explanation, effectively Glaz can see through smokes for longer, even if he is slightly moving. Rounding off our attacker changes is Grim, being the only one nerfed in this mid-season patch. When shooting his Kawan Hive canisters, there's a short delay between when the canister stops moving and when it deploys the bees. During this delay, the canister is vulnerable and can be broken by shooting it. This delay is being increased, giving defenders more counterplay to Grim's scans. Those are all of the changes coming in the mid-season patch for the attackers. Now we will be moving on to the changes to the defenders. First off is Smoke, with a small but very impactful change. Smoke is going to be given back his deployable shield, which was previously removed some seasons ago. This is going to be extremely good for Smoke, as now he can hold sights much easier with the added cover of the deployable. Clash will actually be getting a buff this patch, which is surprising to me. Her taser duration will be increased by 5 seconds, allowing her to slow down the attackers for longer without having to recharge it. A small change, but could be very, very good for Clash. With the change to Frost's welcome mats a few seasons ago, they now apply a debuff to the attackers when trapped by them. After self-reviving, the attacker will not be able to sprint for 60 seconds. This debuff duration is being increased from the previous 60 seconds to now 70 seconds. This could be a really good change for Frost, given that in my experience, attackers usually get hit by her mats during executes, and not being able to sprint while trying to take space is quite difficult. The final balancing change for the defenders is a Thunderbird buff. T-Bird's Kona stations heal any injured defender over time until they reach full HP. This healing rate is being increased, from the previous 2 HP per second to now being 3 HP per second. Not a huge change, but could be clutch in some scenarios. A few more balance changes I want to cover that are not being shipped this mid-season patch, but may come in later patches or later seasons. The first change on this list is a DMR nerf. We all knew this was coming. With how dominant DMRs have been in Pro League and solo queue, this nerf is going to happen eventually. However, this is not a nerf for only the defender DMRs, but instead will be a nerf to all DMRs across the board. We do not know exactly how they will be changing DMRs as of now, but stay tuned for that. The next thing is an SMG-12 nerf. This gun has been terrorizing solo queue with all the macros and aimbotting that's been going on, and if you can control the recoil with either macro or luck, it is one of the most powerful weapons we have seen in Siege, and I for one am happy it is being nerfed. The final thing that Ubisoft revealed to us is news about the Siege marketplace. Unfortunately for us, the marketplace will not be coming back online anytime soon. They stated that they are still working on player security, and until that is resolved, the marketplace will not be coming back up. That will do it for all the changes in the new Year 11 mid-season patch. If you enjoyed the video, click that like button below. That's good for the algorithm. Let me know what you think of all these changes down in the comments below. And if you like Siege and want to see more, subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any LEGO Muncher 6 uploads. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.